Bladesmiths, welcome to the Junkyard. You'll be harvesting the steel that you need to make a signature blade in your signature style from the junk outside this door. And in case that wasn't hard enough, you'll also be using these.
Yeah.
Today you'll be using a coal forge. In the first round of competition, we're going old school. You will have to forge and hammer your blades by hand. There are no power hammers or gas forges here in the Junkyard. The blades themselves must fall within the following parameters. The length of the blade, not including the tang, must be between 10 and 12 inches. The overall length of your weapon must not exceed 22 inches. Good luck, Bladesmiths. Your time starts now.
Using Junkyard steel, you can't really guarantee what you're grabbing. My game plan is to find a piece of steel that's flat, that's about the right thickness that I need, so I can cut down on the amount of work I have to do.
Joe, right away, comes away with a leaf spring.
That's wisdom.
I'm going leftovers.
Got it?
There we go.
Pete and I both had the same idea. We go for the leaf springs. We know it's good steel.
Let's go right here. Let's just cut the bolt off.
That spring steel is a very forgiving metal. It's a wonderful metal to work with. It's one a lot of people start with because it's so forgiving.
I'll glance over and I see this huge piece of tool steel. This is what I'm gonna use.
With the exception of Brandon, everybody picked out a leaf spring.
The problem Brandon's gonna have is he's gonna have to work that down. Right, they don't have to work it down. They just gotta profile and pull it out.
It is intense, isn't it?
Never, ever enough time. I do a fair amount of coal forge work, but this is your hammer arm, and you're cranking, and you're cranking, and you're hammering, and your arm gets tired really quickly.
I got a warp in here that I gotta get out.
At home, I would have a power hammer, which moves things a lot faster than little old me. Now it's all about me and the hammer.
I'm not getting airflow like I should. Sorry, Brandon.
Good strategy on his part against Brandon. If he can smoke Brandon out, then he doesn't have to worry about him in the first round. Pete needs to dump his ash, and then his fire will work. He hasn't gone to the simplest things, the parts of that equipment that are made to open that air channel up. They're there.
I realize in the bottom of the forge there's a place to catch ash. If that gets plugged up, you're not going to have heat.
There he goes, there he goes. There it is.
I get a wad of stuff that falls out of my forge, and all of a sudden I got heat again, and I breathe in a sigh of relief. Oh, I can get on with this now.
You have just 1 hour remaining to finish your work.
Damn.
Brandon came out of the gate like a thoroughbred. Now he's slowing down to about a burro's pace.
But at this point, my arm's already cramping and hurting. I said, you know what? If you can't do this, Brandon, there's no point, man.
His fire, it looks like it's low. He's not moving very fast.
I'm really starting to doubt myself. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm just gonna lay my tools down. That I can't handle this, you know? But then I think of my daughter. And in that moment, everything turned around. It was like Thor himself came down and punched me square in the chest and say, no, Brandon, you're gonna do this. You're gonna make it, man. You're gonna show everybody that you can do this.
You got this.
Victory or Valhalla.
You have 15 minutes remaining.
Woo! Joe's in the quench. Still waiting on a quench from Pete.
I've got to get this heat treat done. I'm looking at the clock, I'm going, oh boy. Am I gonna get this forge hot enough to do it?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Bladesmiths, your 4-hour forge time is complete. Now we're gonna head back to the forge so that the judges can deliberate the finer details of your work.
I'm not happy with what I've got, but made a knife.
What the hell was that all about? A coal forge. Really?
Don't cry, D, don't cry.
Dude, I ain't crying.
Expand your horizons.
All right, judges, are there blades here that are moving forward? No doubt in your mind.
Yeah, Pete and Joe's.
Okay, let's take a look at April's blade.
The way that April forged her blade, we have this very extreme arc in the blade and handle is not a design element, it's a mistake. Now they start to forge here and the material goes back and it doesn't get corrected.
But it's not a fatal mistake.
It will cut, but it will not cut properly.
All right, so let's move on to Brandon's blade.
Biggest concern is the tang. It's very small and very weak. And that coconut chop, this may come apart right here.
But it does not take away from the fact that this guy has some skill. The fact that it's skinny, but it feels like it's got a lot of strength to it. It feels like it's gonna chop and do well.
All right, judges, ultimately, you have to make the final decision. So, Doug, have you made yours?
Yes, I have.
Dave?
Yeah.
Jason?
Yes.
Let's go tell our smiths. Bladesmiths, the judges have made a final decision. It's time for one of you to leave the forge. April, your blade did not make the cut.
April, one of the difficult things when you're forging in coal like that is sometimes your blade will get away from you. So when you start forging a piece and it curves as extreme as your blade did, it leaves for a very small sweet spot and you don't get any leverage when you're trying to cut with the blade in that shape. And that's why we have to send you home.
April, please surrender your weapon.
I know exactly what they're saying. I think I was maybe a little too focused on size requirements and not enough of the design. I wish I had wrapped my mind around that more. But at the time I finished the blade, I just wasn't thinking of it.